Hey guys, welcome back. I'm working on the gonna be working on the PCB for Spy Hunter. I want to do a shout out to Jeff from Ross's Arcade, I believe it is. He went ahead and burned me the free play chips for the Spy Hunter PCB, so I want to get those in there, make sure that works. This came from Arcade Shop. I got new ribbon cables and then the new big capacitors on the bottom that goes in the suitcase. I'm not going to put these on yet. Still going to have an audio hum. I don't care right now because I want to clean that suitcase, take it apart, clean it, paint it and everything before I put the new stuff on it. I also have another oil canister capacitor thingy. I already had one of these extra. So I have all this to rebuild the suitcase. We're going to put this on the PCB along with these chips. Also do a shout out to my buddy David who made this light up Atari sign. It's 3D printed and you plug it into a USB port and it lights up. So that's really cool. I just got that in the middle of the day. Another thing that I've been working on, I like odd kind of games, trackball games. You know, we play a lot of the Golden Tee, bowling, bags, lawn darts, power putt, all that stuff. Well, I came across parts for I don't know what that is. It's called Boardwalk. What the heck is it called? Boardwalk Merit. It's a trackball game that they have 4 different games on it. And it has, if I remember correctly, there's bowling, putt-putt, skee ball, and something else on it. Well, anyways, this is all the original stickers that go on the control panel overlay. Instruction card, some other stuff for it. This obviously is not for that, but these are like little side stickers that go on the side of the cabinet. So I have the decal kit for the control panel. I have the marquee. I have the computer, but the computer is broken. So the computer I ended up sending it to a guy in New Jersey today. He thinks he can fix it. So I guess he can fix the motherboards inside of these. So because I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I think the power supply is shot because it wasn't even powering on. But somebody had been in it. Wires are all pulled out everywhere. I just messaged him and said, hey, can I just send you this whole thing and just go through it? I don't have time to mess with it. I guess so many other projects going on. I don't have time to learn something new right now. So I just sent it all to him today. So hopefully he'll be able to fix that. If I do get that fixed, I'm going to build a cabinet that matches the 4 cabinets out there for all the Golden Tee trackball games. I'm going to make it a little bit narrower, same shape, and I'm going to put it right next to it. So that's hopefully a future project as long as he is able to fix that. So I'll let you know about that because I'd like to really put that thing together. And I don't know what this is all about here. Something from Benson. I wonder if they're the ones that distributed the kit for that. But anyways, anything else? I have been so busy the past couple months. I came down here. I got to clean the basement because we're having the neighbor's grandkids over on Saturday night. And it's not really messy down here, but I've been doing projects and there's some stuff out everywhere. I got to go through everything, clean everything up. But I come in here because I want to work on the circuit board in the bar area, and I'm like, what the hell are these? I don't even remember what I bought these for. These are circuit board chips. These are, oh, you know what? These are Z80s. So I have 2 Z80s here, which I don't even know why I bought them. I mean, I'm sure at some point I'll figure out why I needed Z80s. And then I have these battery rams, and I don't know what they're for either. I don't know what I bought them for. something clearly needs a new battery RAM, I guess. I don't know, something breaks and I get right on my phone and I find it and I order it right away, and then sometimes I forget about stuff. So I need to get reorganized from the basement remodel. I keep talking about it and I need to just spend a weekend and get it done. I just been too backed up doing everything else. So let's get on to this Spy Hunter. Like I said, I did get a manual. The only ones I could find were like 60 bucks on eBay. So I was like, screw that, I'm not spending $60 on it. So some guy printed it for like 20 bucks. So this will work out good if I, need to get into it, figure out anything. I mean, it's the identical thing, so it'll be just fine for what I need to do with it. So anyways, let's get on the PCB here. I took it out of the cabinet. So basically what I want to do is swap out these chips, swap out the ribbon cables, and then I want to check those couple sockets for the chips that these ones go into to make sure they're okay. One felt a little bit loose. I have to check and see if I even have sockets to change them out. Hopefully they're okay. If not, I'll have to change the socket out. Not the biggest deal. But long as I get this done and this works and it's on free play, the next thing we'll do is we'll rebuild the power supply, the original power supply in there. And then after that, we'll rebuild the suitcase. And every time we rebuild a part, we'll put it in the cabinet and test it. Once I get everything up and operational the way I want it, then I'm just gonna pull the cabinet apart, do the body work, paint it, and then just put it right back together. The side art is being shipped from Escape Pod. I ordered it this week. He already has it done. It's already on the way here. I still have to get a control panel overlay, which I'm glad somebody had told me that is blacklight reflective. I didn't know that. So luckily I didn't order one yet. Phoenix Arcade has one that is blacklight reflective, so I will get one from him for that. Also, you know what? I had these before and I've lost them in the past. I don't know if you guys have ever used these, but they're just a fiberglass pen that you can clean your chip legs with. So you just come out like that, and then you just take your chip out, and then you can scrub the legs, and it cleans, oxidation and stuff off of the chip legs and all that stuff. I bought 3 of them just so I had some extras, because I used to have one and I don't know what happened to it. But you can see how it comes out pretty far. So let's take this top board off here. I need to get a couple more screws because not all the screws are in here. And I'm sure I'm going to do this wrong, like I always do. Just like I told you I would do. But that's okay. Not a big deal. And a stupid flathead on this side. And I do not have a flathead over here. I'm going to probably change those to Phillips if I have the right length ones. These are the longer ones, I believe. I'm just letting these flop down for now. I'm changing the ribbon cables anyways. There's a Betson tag on here. I wonder if they repaired this board at one point. Okay, so now he labeled all these for me, so everything's labeled up. So we have 11D, 10D, 9D, 8, D, 7D, and 6D. So those are what we need to change. Now you got to make sure you take your time, and all your notches, make sure you put the new chip on the notch going on the right side. You screw that up, then you're going to screw something else up. So we're going to start with the first one here, and he has it as 11D. Pull this little pin out. Probably should have grabbed a little screwdriver. I don't have a chip puller. I always just use a little flathead. Let me go grab a little one. So what I do is I just lightly slide it in the side, and then I turn it, twist the screwdriver. Okay, there's our first one. This is the one that legs were soldered back onto, two of them. I'm going to leave the sockets as long as they look good. Just want to make sure that you put them on. Make sure all your prongs are in the right spot. There's actually one prong right here that's tweaked a little bit, so I want to straighten that out. Tape stuck to my arm. And I almost put the chip in upside down. Talking, not paying attention. Your notch goes on this side. If you look closely when you're doing this, your circuit board has a little notch drawn, and that's the side that the notch of the chip goes. But always check, because you never know. But you know what I mean, there is a little notch in the chip here, a little notch in the chip here. You just put it on the side with that notch drawn into the white on the board. Make sure it seats in there nice and good. So that's the first one, and I've already lost my screwdriver. One down and the screwdriver's gone. There it is. I'm doing it from one side because can't really get underneath the other side too well. It's like the chips are overhanging real far on that side. All right, so that's going to be 10. Okay, another thing, when I'm using a screwdriver here, if you notice, I'm barely coming in the side here and I'm twisting it like this, and that's popping the chip up. Don't go forcing it in on an angle like this. Underneath every chip, all these, there's a bunch of traces on this board, and if you get that screwdriver in there hard enough and you go like that, you're going to tear through all the traces. Then you're going to have to scrape back the green and take your solder gun and run solder to bridge it back together. So just, you want to be real careful if you're using a screwdriver to make sure you go in parallel and then twist the screwdriver. Don't just keep wedging it in there on a 45-degree angle, because you're going to scratch your board, the traces underneath the chips. And we are working on the artwork for the Multicades they're supposed to get picked up on Saturday. We finally got the artwork files this morning, the correct ones. So they're getting printed either tonight or in the morning. Then I'm gonna spend the day tomorrow finishing putting those together so that he can pick them up on Saturday morning. I wasn't gonna put this video out till tomorrow, but I might just put it out tonight. It's after 10 o'clock at night. It's 10:30 actually. And I'm just trying to get something done on this tonight. So that next step will be the power supply. So this is number 9. What I like to check is they look good. I don't see corrosion in the pins, but sometimes these plastic, they become loose and you can literally just lift them right off and all the pins are hanging out in the board. If it does that, then you should definitely change the socket. I'm not saying these are the greatest sockets by any means, but if it works, I don't mess with them. If I get it done and I have an error on one of these, then I'm going to change the socket out. Or if I see really bad, corrosion in there, then I'm going to change the socket out. See, this one's not too bad to do because we have this chip right here, and I can set my screwdriver on this chip and just lightly lift up on it, just like that. So chances are tomorrow there'll be a video on me finishing up the multi-cage tomorrow. I'll do a video of me wrapping one cabinet with the vinyl, and then I'll do the other one off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll, get the control panels all together and stuff like that. And just make sure you really seat it down good. So we have 2 left. Then we're going to change out the ribbon cables. And hopefully that's all I need to do to this. Now this one doesn't want to get underneath that one. So you see how I'm doing that with these little cutters? Just putting it under the edge of the chip and rocking it up. I don't really like the chip pullers. I know a lot of people use them. I don't know, to me it seems a little violent. You grab the chip and you're like yank it off the board. I don't know, I've had really good luck doing it this way, so. I'm gonna take all the old chips, put them into this tube here. If you get a chip out of the tube and it's bent a little bit, I just take my flathead screwdriver on the side of it and I gently push it. That's all you gotta do to straighten it back out. Use as minimal force as possible because these will break on you. And I've actually put a chip in and had one of the legs roll over on me, and then the game wouldn't work right, and I had to go back over it. So this socket's been replaced. How I know that? This is a dual swipe socket. So there's like a nice metal in there that comes around, and it's really prominent. You could see all the metal in there. And this is what all the sockets usually you change to when you replace them. So that socket's been replaced before. We'll see if the next one's been replaced. Okay. And by the looks of it, that's a new socket too. So these 4 are old and these 2 have been replaced. Look at this one, for instance, right out of the tube. See how that leg's bent over? It happens. And it happens really easily. So as long as you're careful, you can bend it straight. I don't know if I just did that sliding it out of the tube or what, but it happens. Okay. Because those are all in. They all felt good. I'm not going to worry about them. Let me show you. I don't know if the camera picked up what those ones looked like. Kind of like this better. But like on these sockets, you can't really see the metal in there barely. And on these ones, it looks like the metal is only on the inside edge. But that's the difference between these new sockets and these old ones. So if there's ever going to be a problem, it's going to be one of these four more than likely than those two. Okay, now we're going to change these ribbon cables out. So I got 3 on this side. I just like to rock them off back and forth slowly. Pull it off nice and straight. Now we want to line up the new one. And make sure your red is the same all the way over, which I don't think you can screw that up. You have to twist the ribbon. Now, if you look at this one, you see how this is like delaminating? See that? And that's what happens with these ribbons, is they start delaminating, and then the traces tear, and that's the end of it. So these are, I don't know if this is wire in here or an actual trace. Let me look. It's an actual copper trace. So these corrode and break. This is more like a wire versus that. This is almost like a trace, like on a circuit board. It might even be the same type thing. I don't ever save these, I just throw them away. They're not any good. You know what, I wonder if I should. I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna put the red ribbon, I usually do that. I'm gonna put the red line on number 1. Right now it's on the last pin, which is number 24. I want it to go on number 1, I think. Let me double check here. Yeah, I think it'll be less stress on it if I put it on number 1. Let me see. Yeah, I think so. Let's spin it around and see what it looks like. They stick really well. So if I go this way, put red on 1, then when the board spins over, yes, it'll be less stress on the ribbon cable. So that's how we're going to do it. You know what I should probably do? Clean these. At least the tops of them. I'm not going to take that first one back apart. I'm sure it's fine. I'm gonna clean these pins as well. Okay. So that's those. Now we're gonna do the other two. I wanna clean these pins too. These I can get both sides because they're high enough up. You can see how black that is. That's all the like oxidation that comes off of those pins. Yeah, first one I put on, I'm not too worried about because I took it off a second time. Yeah, I guess I really can't get underneath that. So I just want to put the red on one again. You can get these fiberglass pens on Amazon. Okay, so now we have that done. Before we do the bottom, hook these up to the bottom, let's attach this board with the metal. I'm gonna go see if I have some long screws to replace those ones because we're short anyways. Okay, I have a whole box of them right here, different sizes. So I have the exact same length ones that I need. I'll throw the old ones in the box just in case I ever need it for something. So I have 4 matching ones now. So we can stick this one on. It's the right one. I always get these a little bit confused. This way. All the MCR games are kind of the same as far as how these plates go together and everything. I think all my games have plates, maybe one of them doesn't. I don't remember, but I tried my best to get the plates for all of them. You can do them with just plastic standoffs like this. You could buy actually like a nylon tube that's not threaded, but you can buy nylon tubes different lengths at Lowe's. And you can use those. I've had to do that in the past with stuff. And you just need to use a bolt with a nut on the backside. Did I screw up? No, I don't think so. This one maybe? I don't know what I did. Pretty sure it was this way when I took it apart, but why would it be that way? Great. Now I done did it. How did I screw this up? Oh, I didn't. I thought those were closed off. I didn't screw up. I don't know why thought I had to use the other hole. I'm going to mount this board before I scrub those pins. I'm pretty positive I have a rebuild kit for the power supply already. Pretty sure I do. I have to look, but I think I bought a couple extra ones. And I believe it's like the deluxe kit where it should have everything I need in it. And I'll bet you, I think it's Solar Fox that's not saving high score. And I wonder if I have that purple wire disconnected. I wonder if I never reconnected it. I guess at this point we can just get rid of this stupid tag saying working from a Spy Hunter cocktail. I guess we don't really need that. These boards are pretty clean. I'm real happy with how even all the chip legs and everything for the most part look good. Like I said, I'm not going to screw with anything if I don't need to. These ones are a little bent up. There's a Z80 right there. Yeah, that's a Z80. We got two new ones. The hell's with this one? This one has like a bend in it, like a swoop. And I'm trying to plug it in backwards. It's probably not helping. I had the ribbon cable flipped over. It's late, 11 o'clock. Yeah. All right, let's clean these off, and then we will go outside and test it. Put it in the cabinet. If it works and the free play works, we're done with this part of the rebuild. Then the next video, we will, when I do the next video on this, we'll do the power supply. As long as that it gets up and running, we can plug in the purple wire for the sense circuit and be able to save a high score if I can ever get 20,000 points on Spy Hunter, because apparently I really suck at it now. But we'll be able to see if I can save high scores and turn it off and see if it saves them. These ones looked a little dirty. Just going over them twice. Can't really get to the bottom side. It's too close to the board. You can see how filthy that is from scrubbing out all those. Okay. I think we're ready to head out and plug it in and see if she fires up. Okay, just made it out here. I'm going to go around back, plug this board in, and then we're going to fire it up and see what happens. Okay, we're getting there. The door's gonna fall on me. I hate how loose these plugs fit. Okay, we're plugged in. Now we need to plug this into the wall. Funny thing, my brother was over here over the last weekend, and we were screwing around playing some games on here, and I had the game sitting over here more by the spray booth, and the screen was all screwed up. The whole top left corner of the screen was all messed up, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the hell is going on? There's blue lines going through the screen and everything. I'm like, what the hell? So he's playing, and I'm thinking about it, and I grab the game and I just spin it, and it all clears up. So there's some sort of a magnetic field in here that's causing, right in this area, causing the monitor to do weird shit. But it might do it right now too, I'm not sure. Usually if it's sitting like this, it won't really do it. Top left corner might be a little bit distorted color wise, but all right, we're gonna pull the switch back here. There's that beautiful audio hum. See if this comes up. Okay, Spy Hunter, there it is. It says free play in the bottom here. Let's turn the lights off for a minute. We'll play one round. I turned off one of the lights in here. So the color doesn't look too bad. It's got a little bit of a blue going on over in this corner right here. I had done some adjustments on it, but it's still off a little bit. The white writing, okay, you see those blue lines dancing across the screen right there? Can you see that? Okay, you see those? Let's turn the cabinet a little bit, and you see how it's kind of red up there? Let's see if that'll go away or not. It's getting worse. Watch now, it won't go away. getting better. But now we have red down here on the bottom of the screen. So now there's red down there on the bottom of the screen. The blue's just about all gone. So I'm not going to screw with it. I mean, you can clearly see how it's clearing up because I'm spinning the game around. So hopefully this isn't one of these games like my Frogger that I have that can only go in certain spots of the basement because it does this stupid thing. I got stuff in the way. I'm trying to set the camera up here. Yeah, set it up over here. We're just gonna play a quick game. Like I said, I still suck at this. I haven't played it in over 20 years, probably even longer than that. And hell, the last time I played it, I think was on the Commodore 64, and you used a you had to use the arrow buttons and stuff on the keyboard. That's pretty good there in the picture. Tiny bit of there, top looks good. Even the white's better on this side. Over here it's pinker. And we're a little bit distorted, so my focus is a little off, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Once I redo the game, the cabinet and everything, we'll have the monitor out. I don't know if I need to even mess with the cap kit on it. You know what I mean? If I can get it dialed in and it looks good, I'm not gonna screw with it. Everybody always thinks that you just always have to replace caps. You don't have to. Don't screw with it if it's not broken, because then you're just gonna have something else fail because a lot of these new caps suck anyways. So, all right, let me see if we can play here. It did say it was on free play, so if I hit this button here in the center of the wheel, should start. Should. But it's not starting. Oh, hit the trigger button and then hit that button. Okay. So, yep, free play is working. Gas isn't working. I wonder if I didn't plug something in. Let me pause it for a second and check back there, make sure everything's plugged in correctly. Okay, what the problem was me being a dummy. It was in high gear, so it wouldn't move because it was in high gear. And I went back there and I wiggled the wires around on the, let's see if you can see in there or not, on the bottom of the power supply. I wiggled these bottom connectors down here and it instantly shut off. That tells me that those connectors need to get removed off the board and we need to put new ones on. Those usually come in the kit because those are definitely have cold solder joints or corrosion or something. And also, see, because now it's screwing up. All because I touched those couple connectors. So that's something that's got to get fixed. And I need to get this battery off of this board too. It has the old battery on here still. I don't see really any acid dripping down other than the corrosion around the battery terminals themselves. So yeah, we're on that next. So let's hit the trigger button and then we hit our start and let's see if we can do it. I'm just gonna kind of leave it in low gear right now. Speed up for a minute. The only downfall is when you're in high speed, you hit anything, you instantly die. Low speed, you'll bounce off of people. I'm looking for my either smoke or my oil, depending on what truck I find. Some of the audio hum might be coming from that connector because I noticed when I was wiggling it around, it kind of went away. Oh, there's my smoke truck. Oh, are you kidding me? Got a whopping 6,000 points. All right, smoke. So smoke is your right trigger, oil is your left trigger. No, it's your right thumb. So that's smoke is your right thumb. Your left thumb is your oil, and then your left, oh shit, I wasn't talking, I wasn't paying attention. Your left trigger is your missile. Now I lost my smoke. I hate those damn guys. This is worse than I've ever played. This is why I should never probably play games on camera, because I apparently really suck. I didn't even break 10,000. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if I can at least break 10,000. Ranked 8th or 11th. That's horrible. Okay, so trigger button. Try to get some more points. Try to blow up as many cars as I can, maybe. Oh, knocked the motorcycle off the road and I went with him. Tell you what, the controls and everything feel pretty decent. I don't really feel like really a bunch of slop in them or anything. Right now I'm just cruising in low gear. Smoke truck should be coming up. It usually seems to be smoke first. Every once in a while you'll get an oil first, but when we got oil for the first time when my brother was over, the screen was so dark that it couldn't see the oil on the road. They had the I hate those damn wheels that come out of those things. Dude, this guy's just persistent dick. The road was so dark you couldn't see the oil when you laid it down. Come on, truck. Why do you always gotta go to the left of me? I'm at almost 10,000 points. Damn it. Might have gotten him. Oh, there's my oil. Well, 13,200. I will get good at this again. It's a promise. I will do gameplay on it once this thing is done. I'm not even going to try to save a high score because it's just going to reset anyways because I didn't even beat 20,000. Once you beat 20,000, once that sense wire's fixed, we should be good to go. So that's going to end this one, guys. By the way, real quick before I end it, the missile light works. Every light down here is working. Doesn't seem to have any issues. The only thing is not lighting up is this button in the center of the here, and I'm pretty sure that should light up, but that's just a bulb. So other than that, you know, we'll just take all this apart. We'll clean all these grips. We'll repaint them. This tubing, I think if we take it off, and if it comes off, I believe it does, soak it in some Simple Green for a day or two, it'll probably look brand new. I'm gonna get the overlay, control panel overlay from Phoenix Arcade. The side art, I went with Escape Pod. Dude, like Phoenix Arcade and shit wants $300 now for a set of side art for this. And I think Escape Pods, it looks just fine. It's gonna be more than good enough. You don't ever see the sides of my games anyways. But no, it'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with his art on that. I just didn't feel like spending $300 on side art if I didn't need it. But the control panel overlay, I got to do that. The marquee I'm keeping, and the screen bezel I'm also keeping. Marquee's got a little bit of screw up right here. I'm just going to take some black paint on the backside, black paint over it. Maybe I'll throw some triple thick spray paint on the backside of it just to protect anything else from flaking. And I'm gonna leave it as is. I want to try to keep it as original as possible. This is gonna stay original. All my controls will be original. So basically I'm only changing artwork on the control panel and the sides. And the only reason why I'm changing the artwork on the control panel is there's a little bit of rusting starting over here. And it's chipped up down here and got some rust going on underneath this edge. So I want to get that taken care of now before it gets worse. You know, rust never stops. So once metal starts rusting, it's just going to keep rusting. And then we'll get the coin door cleaned up. I have these coin chute, those chrome pieces. I got to check, see if I still have some more. If I don't, I need to order some more. Arcade Shop usually has those. And I got to check the 25-cent piece too, because this one's screwed up. So I'll probably just replace both of those. And I should have another badge already. And then I always just wire wheel these and oil them, and they end up looking brand new. This will fill in with the dowel rod. Get rid of that now. Take the wiring out of there. We can disconnect it from where it's coming right here. They just have a speaker wire running over to that switch. We'll be able to get rid of that. And like I said on the other video, I have an extra soundboard, so that's good to have in case something happens. Gas pedal, take apart, sandblast it, put it back together. I do need to get, okay, cool. This is textured T-molding. I should have plenty of that because I bought like a 250-foot roll of it, because a lot of these games use that textured molding. All right, guys, that's going to end this. We have the free play. It is working. Thanks, Jeff, again, for getting that done for me really fast. As always, gets it right out to me. I can't say enough about him. He does really good work. Really nice guy. So if anybody needs any PCB repair work done on MCR games, or I believe I bought my Paperboy PCB from him, PCB set from him. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not positive, but I thought I did. But yeah, he's a great guy. So if you guys need anything, you know, look him up. I'm sure he's on Clav and Facebook groups and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Tomorrow, fingers crossed, everything prints up okay tonight. We will get those multi-cades, which are in the spray booth, out, finished up, shipped out Saturday morning, and out of here. I'm working on this spindle wall for the Miami job, and it's nothing but a nightmare. It is on my other channel. I called them today and I said, we got to make these wall sections smaller. They're going to have to put them together more as they get down there. These things are not going to make a 15-hour trip in a trailer with these tiny little spindles. They're going to be all snapped apart. It'll be kindling by the time it makes it there. I don't know where these guys come up with these ideas, but now I'm going to have to probably make 2x4 frames that these are going to have to sit in so that we can transport them to Florida. But all right, guys, enough rambling. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. I appreciate it. Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe. It costs nothing to subscribe. It costs nothing to hit the thumbs up. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.